Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to budget on an irregular income. This is a question that I get a lot of people who get a lot of bonuses or have salaries that are based on commission, and so it may be a little bit trickier to budget on an irregular income. But in today's video, I'm excited to be showing you exactly how I would budget an irregular income if that was my situation. And I will start this as I have started with all my other videos in this budgeting series, but take this video as a guide. So this isn't exactly what you need to be doing with your money and your budget, but this is how I would be doing it if it were me. So just remember that and know that there's definitely some wiggle room in there of, how much to spend on food and gas and those sorts of things. So I will now switch over to Excel so that I can show you guys the budget there. Okay, so here we are in Excel for me to show you guys how to budget an irregular income. As you can see, this template looks very similar to budgets that I have done in this previous series. So if you're wanting to look at more of a specific amount for a budget, I'll leave those in the description box below. But this is going to be similar to a normal income budget, but will be a little bit different with it being an irregular income. So first, that is different because of our income. So in this green section of the budget, we put our income or what we bring in, and here I have it at base income. So the base is what we are wanting to budget off of, which is the least amount of money that you expect to bring in for the month. So if you have an irregular income each month and you're not sure exactly how the month will go, maybe you get bonuses or commissions, or maybe you're self-employed, so you're not exactly sure how much money you're actually going to bring in, we want to budget on the lowest number possible to make sure that we're able to cover all of our expenses if we were to have the worst month of the year. So you can figure that out by looking at your previous income for the past 12 months, and I would base it off of your lowest month of the year just to make sure that you are covering all of your expenses and all your necessities if you had a really off month. So here in this purple section, I have the base income at $50,000, and so the monthly after tax would be about $3,125, and we do that by taking it and dividing by 12, multiplying by 0.75 to assume that you pay about 25% in taxes. So in the green section here, you'll see that $3,125, and again, we are basing that off of this was a really bad month, and so we're going to budget as if we had the worst month in the last year. Okay, so moving into regular costs, I'm going to just go over this quickly because you guys have seen this in my other previous budget videos. But so giving, that's always important, 10% for giving. Rent or mortgage, 27%. This is a little bit different because if you have an irregular budget, we're assuming that you're going to be making hopefully a little bit, extra each month. So 27% instead of 25%, I thought would be fine. Utilities, we have at 10%. Car insurance 5%, groceries 8%, gas 5%, miscellaneous 5%, and totaling to 70% of our income for our regular costs. Now moving into the fun section, in the purple section here, we have clothing, eating out, and entertainment. But basically this all just totals to $187.50 or 6% of our budget. If we are making about this income, this is a great place to want to stick to your spending on those fun items. Okay, so the next section is financial goals, and for the purposes of this budget example, we are saying that this person is working on paying off their debt. That is their goal that they are focusing in on right now. So still at the end with just this base income, we are able to have $750 go to debt, or 24% of our income. So if you actually do make $3,125 a month, then you're golden. You have all of your expenses covered. You are, great. You're good to go. No issues. But if you do end up taking home more than what you budgeted for, we want to make sure we know where to put it. So that is what I have in this bottom section here. So at the beginning of the month, just number the things that are important to you, that if you got more income for the month, where would you put it? So here I have, for example, I have debt as number 1. 2 is vacation, and 3 is car. So if I were to make more money this month, so we can say, for example, if I was to make an extra $500 this month, I'd give 50 of it away. And then for debt, I would want to put $300 extra to my debt, which would allow me to put $100 to vacation, and then I could put 50 to my car fund. So as you can see here, it's good to just number the items that you want to get done if you end up having extra money. So at the beginning of the month, think about the things that you're wanting to accomplish if you have extra funds available, but knowing that if you end up bringing home that lowest amount, you're still going to be covered and you're going to be okay. But then this gives you a plan for what to do with extra money when you do get it. And I think that this is a really great way to budget for that irregular income, because it's really going to still allow you to have a plan even when things feel a little messy by not knowing exactly how much you're going to bring home. This kind of gives some guidelines so that you don't say, oh, I brought home more money this month, so I'm going to go to Starbucks every day. So instead, this gives you a really great guideline as to how you can spend that extra money that you're bringing home. And again, you can always change this depending on how much money you do in fact bring home. So if it's an extra $1,000, then you'll give away $100, and then for that debt, we're really trying to focus in on that, so we could still put $750 to debt. We could put $100 to vacation and $50 to our car fund. So that is just something that you guys can play around with and figure out what's most important to you to accomplish with your money if you were to get that extra bonus or commission, or end up bringing home more money than you expect at the beginning of the month. So I hope that you guys found this video to be helpful in budgeting for irregular income, and just to know that just because your income is irregular, that doesn't mean that you don't need to have a plan for your money and tell it where it's going. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel for more budgeting videos. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.